before we start this video, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, right there. Right in the right-hand corner. It's right there. Thank you. Welcome back, Sentinels. Welcome back. Another episode of Black Father Sentinel, where we are changing the narrative of how fathers are depicted as well as discussed in today's society. Back with another banger for y'all. I told y'all I'm going to keep hitting y'all with these videos. We got to get this narrative out here, all right? So thank you all who hit that like button. Thank you all who hit that subscribe button. And thank you all to have been leaving comments and engaging in the video. I definitely really appreciate that. All right, so the topic of discussion today is one that's kind of dear to my heart because I really don't understand it, right? But I'm very observant nowadays, specifically because I created this platform, right? So I watch a lot of fathers interact with their children, as well as mothers too, but specifically fathers. And what I've noticed a lot of time is that a lot of fathers are trying to be their children's friend. So my message today is stop trying to be your kid's friend. Like, it's not cool. And listen, I understand it. Here's what naturally happens, right? You've been out of the picture for quite some time. You've been watching the video, so you're trying to step up. You're trying to be a better dad. Absolutely cool. So sometimes you think that your only way in is to befriend the child, right? Give them everything that they want, hang out with them, chill with them, and things of that nature. But here's the thing when you do that. You're going about it all wrong. I think we fail to realize how much that children actually love boundaries, rules, and guidance. Now, when you're first introducing those to your child, they're not gonna like you that much. I get that, I totally understand it, but they get over it so quick. So for example, if you have to take a child's phone away, whatever the case may be, in that moment, they probably can't stand you at all, right? But rest assured that they bounce back so fast, like within 10, 15 minutes, they're over it. Now you guys are back laughing and joking again, so don't try to come in if you've been gone for quite some time and you think that the only way back in is to befriend your child. Now, I'm not talking about being a friend, like playing video games with them. That's cool, hanging out, but I'm talking about they calling you bro. Y'all got these weird little, symbolic of gang handshakes that y'all do together. You privying them to certain type of adult conversations and they only like 9 and 10 years old. That's what I mean by stop trying to be your child's friend. I'm not talking about in regards to just hanging out with them, going to kick it, taking to the movies, taking them out to eat. All that's cool, but you have to put boundaries in place. Don't ever let your child feel like they're on the same level as you. I get it, it's different once they get older, 18, 19, I understand they're an adult, but still, age-appropriate boundaries need to be put in place at that time. But while they're younger, like all this trying to be their friend and do that, like I've never heard of it. Like where I come from, we understood that granddaddy was granddaddy. That's it. He don't play with you, you don't play with him. And he don't care about feelings. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And he's standing on that. So there would never be a time that we ever felt that we were on the same level as our grandfather, right? That's for my family, that's pretty much the father figure in our life. A lot of us grew up without fathers, myself included. So we never played with them like that. We never did like little games. Even when we did, we were timid when we did it. You know what I mean? Like you want to see how far you can go, but you know if you cross that line one time, that's a wrap for you. And you know, me being the habitual line crosser that I am, I did try that one time. I caught myself saying something to my grandma. Granddaddy didn't like it. I got on it fast. He got me right off it just as fast, if not faster. I'm talking about didn't play no games. It was over with. I couldn't do nothing but break down and cry. I think I was like 13 years old because that's the first time I actually saw my granddaddy just really give it to me like that. And it wasn't like a whooping or anything like that, but he let me know right there, hey, I'm the man of this house, and what I say go. And not even trying to be like a dictatorship, he was just letting me know and letting me feel his male presence. And so after that, I respected that. And I mean, he did it to all of the males in our family. He chastised us each in different type of way. But as you hear the stories, when we talk amongst each other, we don't play with granddaddy like that. It's not a game that you play. He don't play with you and you don't play with him, right? So again, we have to stop trying to be our children's friend. Those boundaries have to be put in place. Because I think a lot of times what we do, like when you try to be your child's friend, you lose that authority. So now your child is thinking that he's on the same level as you. And you can't get mad because this is the environment that you created, right? So you can't get upset when they talking to you any old kind of way, or when you call them to come do something and their response is, what? As instead of yes, what? Who are you talking to? Like we don't play games like that, right? So those levels have to be in place when you're dealing with children, right? So children like control, right? They get unsettled sometimes, they get uneasy, and it's our job to guide them and put them back into perspective of life, right? You gotta imagine they're a little kid, they got a lot of little things going on. Sometimes you may tell them no, they get, just uneasy, they're ready to do this, they're ready to do that, because they're not mature enough in their brain to actually think about the situation of the reason why we're telling them no, right? They don't cover all angles. They don't analyze the reason that we're telling them not to go down that direction. They're antsy, right? They don't have that mature mind yet to where they can sit down and actually think and break it down and be like, okay, I see what they're saying, right? But when you try to be your friend and just let them do whatever they want, because they're so immature, you just lead them down a path that it's not healthy. At all. That's why you see a lot of times out here, children have no regards for their elders, because there's been no boundaries put in place at their house. A lot of them probably just raising themselves. A lot of them probably are best friends with their mom. That's my bestie and all that type of stuff. Remember, I'm not talking about the friend that hang out, chill, go out to eat and stuff like that. I'm talking about the ones that, bro, what's up, handshakes and all that type of stuff. Stop doing that. Stop trying to be these kids' friends. For me, I don't care. I don't spare my children's feeling at all. I come from the old cloth, the old law. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. If you're doing something wrong, I'm going to tell you, Dad, you never on my side. You dang right, I'm not on your side. That's it's a weird decision. And even if I break it down to you in logical terms, you should be able to see that this doesn't amount to nothing. What you're trying to do, your thought process right now, it doesn't amount to anything. And I've already saw this before. So fathers, we have to realize our past experiences is what's going to help our children to be great. And be proud of those experiences, whether they were good or bad. Because the thing about it, as long as you learn something, it translates to something good. Because now I can pass that information over to my children and they don't have to go through that. You remember the song by Jay-Z, right? Hove did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that. It's the same rules apply with us. Son, daughter, I already went down that path. You don't even need to go about it in this fashion, right? And again, they're gonna be upset. They're gonna be angry at you. They're gonna be ticked off, and I get it. But that moment only lasts for it's a split second. You don't even think about it, because after you do your disciplinary action, you over it, you on to the next thing, back to football, back to reading a book, or back to whatever that it is that you're doing. And I can guarantee you within the 5 to 10 minutes, they right back trying to hang around you and be up under you and want to talk to you, right? Because they realize that, man, he telling me this because he actually loves me. Children understand love in a different type of way. It's not like when we get in arguments amongst each other as adults, we holding grudges and now I don't want to talk to you for 3-4 days, a week, or whatever the case may be. I'm so upset with it. Some stuff could happen probably 2 months ago and you still upset about that stuff. That's not how kids work, right? They get over it so fast. We actually need to use them as an example of how to get over things in a quick fashion. Because I'm telling you, it's man, when it happened at my house, I do my disciplinary action, and boom, within 5 minutes, they right back underneath my arms. Dad, what we eating? This, that, and the third. So I'm telling you, don't worry about being the bad guy, but stop trying to be these children's friends. It's just not healthy. And like I was saying before, you see a lot of these kids out here, they don't have no respect for elders at all. They don't hold the doors for older ladies. They don't hold the doors for older gentlemen. I saw a guy walking the gas station with a cane, 4 young dudes just walked right past him. The man got a whole cane. Just hold the door for him. Here you go, sir, I got you. All right? So they're not conscientious of it because they're not being taught that in the house. I refuse to be that dad. I can tell you a conversation that me and my older son had where he just broke down and cried. And I'm not sure what he wanted me to do. I'm in tune with my emotions. I'm very emotionally balanced and I have emotional intelligence. So I'm not sure if he wanted me to cry back with him. But what I was saying, I was absolutely standing on those principles. This is not how I'm raising you to be a young man. I get it. You and your feelings, you and your chest right now. But you're going to get over that. And we're going to get through this too. But I'm standing on the principles that I'm telling to you right now. And I kid you not, it happened probably a month or 2 later because, as they get older, they're able to hold emotions a little bit longer. They don't get over it as fast as our younger children. But he said, Dad, I understand what you were saying. Like, that made a lot of sense. I'm glad that we had that talk. I'm glad that I was able to express myself. I know I was crying. You know, I reassured him, son, it's okay to cry. Like, that's cool. You was passionate about what it was that you were saying. I'm not mad at you. That don't mean you're a crybaby. That don't mean you this, that, and the third. I don't even use words like that. So you don't even ever have to explain crying to me. I'm your father. You know what I mean? I know what can get underneath your skin. I know how, you know, vulnerable your heart can be and what situations your heart is going to be vulnerable. So you don't have to apologize for me for that. But he understood what I was trying to say, and it's dawning on him, like right now. Dad, the words that you've been giving me ever since I grew up, as well as my daughters, right? They say the same thing. Like, they're older now. She's older now, so she can express herself. My younger daughter, you know, she's going to get upset if I take the phone or whatever the case may be. But again, they bounce back so quick. Within 5-10 minutes, she all up under me, right? I'm rubbing in her hair again, telling her she's beautiful and things of that nature. Just creating that healthy environment for them. But I also have to let them know, hey, I am Dad. There are boundaries in place. I don't play like that. I don't care what you've been seeing on TikTok. I don't care what your friends do to their parents. We don't do that. Not only do they not do that to me, but I don't allow them to do that to their mom if I'm around. I don't play that. Who are you talking to? That's your mama. Boy, go in there and do. Like, I don't play games like that. I'm talking about at all. So all this trying to be our children's friend, we got to cut it out. We have to put those boundaries in place, right? You don't want to lose your authority to where now when you get older, they not even, to be honest with you, they probably not even talking to you or dealing with you at all because they can't go to you for that safety net because you're equivalent to their friend, right? A friend ain't gonna tell them the truth. A friend just gonna encourage them in a fashion that, yeah, you can do whatever. You can do it, go for it. Yeah, try it. That's what a friend do. But you as a parent, an authoritative figure, you let them know, let's break this thing down. No, you can't do that. That's a bad move, right? Where you are currently in your situation in life, I just think that's a bad move, and I don't think you should be doing that. Now, you're older and you're grown now, so you can do whatever you want to do, but I'm just telling you, I wouldn't advise you to make this decision, all right? So there it is. Fathers, like, stop trying to be your children's friend. Like, this is not the time. We do not live in a society right now that we need to be trying to be our children's friend. Like, we need to guide them into the direction to where they can have a healthy lifestyle, right? They can set some goals and teach them how to reach their goals, teach them how to plan to reach their goals. Like, we have to just be more present in that aspect. And again, like I said, I get it. If you're just coming back in the picture, you've been stepping up, you've been doing what you have to do, you don't have to be their friend. Like, just because you back in right now and you've been gone for a long time, that means absolutely nothing. You still the daddy. And as long as you stay consistent, they're going to understand that and they're going to respect that. And that's what it's all about. So we back at it again, another video for your Black Father Center, y'all. Come on, Father, stand up.